Parliament has been allocated a 3.6 billion rand budget, but some MPs have complained that underfunding by a R500 million will compromise the work of the institution.
42% of our budget goes towards members' benefits, such as remuneration, entitlements, medical aid for current and former members of parliament, as well as provincial legislature. I must say that this is a matter that we would like to engage National Treasury on, because it does put a burden on the budget of the parliament.
The rebuilding of the burnt buildings of parliament is still ongoing. Temporary office space is set to be completed by September. The temporary dome structure used for house sittings is also being refurbished.
I must indicate to this House that the Joint Standing Committee on Financial Management of Parliament next week will be having a meeting with Public Works and Parliament to see to what extent this refurbishment will be done, but also look at the cost implication of such.
Didiza also wants oversight over the executive improved.
With respect to written question 3,315 were posed to the executive and only 49% of replies were received. I have raised concern on this matter to the leader of government business, but members will also recall that 2 weeks ago, we reprimanded members of the executive in this very house on this matter, and we trust following that reprimand, we will see some improvement going forward.
Some lawmakers want the tightening of the belt as well as an increase in public outreach.
Parliament should, however, improve its coverage of rural and other marginalized communities, public participation preparation processes, and funding approaches to public education, provision of language services, management of time allocations, and mechanism for providing the public with feedback.
The resources that will be used in this useless commission that is going to be established, and of course the payment that is going to be incurred by the Minister on special leave, as well as the acting minister who was dubiously appointed. These are the resources that we need to appropriate accordingly to committees of parliament.
How do we serve the people when the tools to do the job are being taken away? All of this is happening while billions are wasted on corruption, a bloated cabinet, and endless dialogues and commissions of inquiry.
But we must confront the hard reality of a 521 million shortfall. This is more than an accounting issue, it's a challenge to our constitutional mandate. How can Parliament effectively oversee executive action, strengthen legislation, and ensure community participation while underfunded?
Why do we still allow for the old practice of feeding well-paid MPs during committee meetings, a practice that was ironically introduced by the Nats? If you want to rid Parliament of all remnants of the apartheid days, start there. Take your breakfast, which you paid for, at home.
Meanwhile, the presidency's budget vote will be tabled on Wednesday. Fulelani Philip, SABC News, Parliament.